Just a couple of days ago, I did a video where I showed people my new everyday carry gun, which is my Chiappa Rhino 40DS in 40 Smith & Wesson. Now, when I showed everyone this gun, I showed everyone that it has the standard blacked out rear sights. And one of the questions I said in that video that I was having was, should I change it out to the fiber optic sights? So I want to take a moment today to do a couple of things. First, I wanted to talk about sights themselves. This gun has adjustable sights. And the other day I was at the range and one guy was shooting a SIG next to me. I liked the SIG. I said, hey, nice SIG. I've got one of those. He said, yeah, this one's great. But he actually said, I think the barrel's bent because it constantly shoots to the right. After he said that, I'm like, you think the barrel is bent? Because I don't think that's very likely. The fact that it's not blowing up in your face means the barrel's probably not bent. I asked him, why do you think it's the barrel and not the sights or not the way you're holding the gun? He told me he's practiced how to hold the gun. He's even taken a class on proper shooting techniques, and he's let his brother shoot the gun, and they both shoot to the right with it, so he knows it's the gun, so he thinks it's the barrel. And I was like, well, wouldn't you think that would probably be the sights? And he said, well, it doesn't have adjustable sights. It's got the standard fixed sights on it. To which I said, you know, they're not fixed. Those back sights, the dovetail sights, need to be adjusted. So I asked him if I could take a look at the gun, and he said, sure. So I took a look at the back sights, and the previous owner, he had bought this gun used, had pushed the sights all the way to one side pretty much. I don't know what he was compensating for, but he had the sights almost all the way over to the other side. And you know, all it took was a couple of taps and this guy was shooting his gun straight now. So that kind of dawned on me that a lot of people think that if it doesn't have little cranks on it for adjustment, that sights are not adjustable. So that makes me wonder how many people go to the range with a new carry gun or buy a new carry gun. It doesn't shoot straight. They think they've just got to either compensate for it or get rid of the gun. The first thing you should do when you get a new gun is take it to the range and shoot it. And one of the biggest things you should do while you're shooting that gun for the first time is adjust the sights. Be prepared to adjust your sights when you go. Take a little brass punch if it's a type that slides, or take a screwdriver to adjust an adjustable sight that has the little cranks. I had never really thought about it before, but so many people out there are compensating because they don't know how to adjust their sights. Adjust your sights. Look up videos on how to adjust your sights if you buy a gun. If you're new to guns, that's something you need to learn how to do. First thing I did when I got this Chiappa Rhino was take it to the range. First thing I tried to do was shoot some headshots at about 30 feet, and I found out the sights were really low. As you can see here, every one of my shots hit him in the neck. That shows me the sights were a little bit off. I also think it was shooting a little bit to the left, so you know, I did a couple of cranks on the gun, fired off 6 more rounds, and then when I pulled the target in this time, they were where I wanted them to be. Didn't take much adjustment. The guy who had the gun before me obviously shot it pretty much like I did because he didn't have it too much off from where I would shoot. He just had it a little bit lower than I needed it. Now, sight adjustment should be pretty much the same for everyone if they shoot the gun properly. Some people don't shoot properly and they adjust their sights for that, so you got to be careful when you buy a used gun. But that's not the real reason I wanted to make this video today. That's just something that occurred to me that a lot of people out there think things like their barrel's bent because they've never adjusted their sight, and I wanted kind of to mention that. But my main thing today was to ask people if they think I should change the blacked out rear sights that came on this gun for the fiber optic rear sights. All my other Chiappa Rhinos that are adjustable sights have the fiber optic rear sights on them. This is the only one with the blacked out rear sights. Now, the blacked out rear sights, I think, allow me to acquire the front sight faster, but the fiber optic rear sights allow me to center that front sight a little bit better and a little bit quicker. So I'm a little undecided here on which way I should go, blacked out or fiber optic. So I just wanted to put it out there in front of everybody and see what everyone else's opinions of rear sights are. Do you think I should stick with the blacked out, or do you think I should go to the fiber optic? I actually created a poll over on gunchannels.com. So if you want to participate in the poll, go over to gunchannels.com and to the polls section. I'll actually put a link in the description below here. The first line of the description below this video will be a link to the poll, and answer if you think I should stick with the blacked out sights or go to the fiber optics. And feel free in the comment section below here to explain your answer. Explain to me why you think I should do one or the other. Like to hear everybody's input. Maybe you'll help me make my decision on which rear sights will be on my new carry gun. You ain't even my real dad.